Hi, this is Ben Ames with DC Velocity Magazine, and we're here in Chicago at ProMat 2025. Today we're in the South Hall and the booth of SICK. Here to welcome us is John Ashodian. John, thanks for having us today.
Sure, thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
So to start us off with, John, maybe you can just give a brief overview of sort of what SICK does, what sort of you provide here in the space.
Sure. So SICK is a leading supplier of sensor components and systems for industrial automation. And we've got a large focus on factory automation, so where things are being manufactured or built, and also in the logistics area, which we're showcasing a lot of solutions for here. But pretty much anywhere there's a need for sensor detection, measurement, barcode reading, all of those things, we do all of that.
That covers a lot of space. So to narrow it down just a little bit, can you talk about specifically what you're talking about with people who visit here at ProMat this week?
Sure, yeah. So one of the things that we're really proud of showing this year is we've set our booth up. The concept is basically a distribution center or a common fulfillment center where you'd walk in and you have a receiving area and you have a storage area and you have a shipping area. What we're trying to do is highlight all the solutions that we have in those areas and where sensors are used to make every one of those areas safer and more efficient. I could show you some examples, but essentially, if someone were to walk in, and they should be able to relate to pretty much any space in our booth and say, "Hey, that's something that I'm working on, and SICK might be able to help."
That makes a lot of sense. If you've been in a warehouse, you'll feel at home in the SICK booth here. So are we talking about this conveyor right in front of us as one of the examples?
So this is one of the examples. I mean, a common solution type that we've been known for in the marketplace is just simple, auto ID and track and trace, right? We've taken that to so many more levels though, because there's so many more capabilities built into those systems that we sell. It's not just about reading barcodes anymore. It's about dimensioning. It's about hazmat detection. It's about so many other things. And we do each of those things, and we're also doing something new where we're standardizing on some of our solutions. There's an awful lot of common applications that require, not necessarily a custom design, but we make something that's standardized that makes it easier to procure, number one, but secondly, it's easier to commission and get up and running with a minimal disruption to an operation. So it's kind of best of both worlds for everybody.
Sounds really helpful. Maybe we can take a walk around your booth and look at a couple of other examples.
That'd be great, yeah.
Thanks, John. Here we are at another example of how SICK sensors fill into a lot of different parts of the warehouse. Tell me what we're looking at this time.
All right, so here what we're looking at is a vision-based system which is being used for palletizing and depalletizing applications or for bin picking. So on the end of the robot here, we've got a vision-based solution that's identifying using deep learning algorithms, what objects are the right ones to pick and put in the right bin, and all of that is being done with a robot, and there's also a safety window around it as well, so it's something that can be done in an environment, and be worker safe. So, vision's becoming far more of a technology that we're using in a lot of different areas. End of arm robot, effectors is one of them as well.
Got it. No, fascinating. That's a crucial part of the system. And I know that you have a lot more to show in the booth here, so maybe we'll walk over to the other side now.
That'd be great, sure.
Great. So now we're in another corner of your booth over here, John, and we've seen some specific examples of how SICK sensors fit into some applications. But you also have a sort of a wider view at this stop?
Yeah, so this is a unique area within our booth. It's not anything necessarily focused on a specific application. It's focused on our technology, right? So at the heart of the solutions that I showed you before, are our sensors. That's what SICK does. Sensor intelligence is what we're all about. And here's an opportunity for customers to bring in their samples to test, maybe some scenarios that they're facing, with their own applications, and really dig down deep into, what our sensors are capable of, right? It's not a dedicated application space, like I said, so you can come in and it's kind of a free flow. Think of it as like a work lab or a workbench to test things out and get hands-on. And within this area, we've got 13 new products that we're showing this year. A good handful of them are going to be shown over here. So if you want to see something new, understand what those capabilities are, then you can come see the tech center after you see the rest of the booth and all of our demos.
So it sounds like if folks are at ProMat here, they might want to stop by here. Customers could come and tell you what their needs are, what their specifications are, and figure out how that fits in best with what you guys can offer.
Yeah, I hope they will, definitely. We're at S1247. We'd love to have you stop in and take a look at our whole booth. You might be coming to look at one specific application type, but there's a lot more here that you may not realize that SICK does, and there's a lot of areas that we can help with your automation.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate the time to come visit and get a tour around, John. Thanks today.
Appreciate you coming.
This has been Ben Ames with DC Velocity Magazine here in the SICK booth at ProMat 2025.